What up? What up? What up? Um, it's been a while, guys. The people that have been around, you guys know that I've been on TikTok for a minute. But just creating a lot of content over there. We're almost at 2,000 followers. I think we're at 1937. Um, anyways, we are just testing this back up, uh, and I'm going to be talking a little bit of college football. Going to try to invite a friend on here, see if he wants to talk some. But anyways, first things first, we come into this off season after a lot of really good spring games. As you guys know, I'm a Georgia fan. I'm a huge Georgia fan, and this season for Georgia, this past season was, I mean, it didn't end how you wanted it to end, but we have a lot of upside. Uh, you had Indiana, of course, just literally dominate the entire season. Um, it was just an overall fun season. It was a long season, and now they're going to be adding another game to the SEC schedule, which should be kind of a good thing. We'll see. I think it'll get a lot more playing time to the young dudes. But the part that I'm going to attack on this is I am so excited to see all of these young guys on Georgia's team get reps, and not just normal reps, but like meaningful reps. I'm excited to see a lot of them start. We saw last year, we saw that. We saw a few guys come in um, and get, not just start and beginning the game on the field, but starting reps, meaningful reps. And I think that is the exciting part going into this season is we're we're finally in the NIL era where you do not want to lose players. You don't. You don't want to lose them to the transfer portal. You don't want to lose them to other agents or people out there coming in. Schools trying to come in and pay your guy more. If you can be at a place like Georgia that will develop you and prepare you for the future to have longevity in the NFL, and you can still get paid, it's a bonus. It's a win-win. You might not get paid as much as some of these people are offering, but it still is a win, especially because of the development. I watched I still got to finish it, but I watched the Georgia and Josh Pate, or Kirby Smart and Josh Pate video, and it's like, it's so crazy after all these years of Kirby Smart coaching, he still has just got so much passion when it comes to the game of football. And I hope I'm like that. I hope I never give up. I hope I never die down or lose passion, no matter what's going on in my life. I think that's the exciting part about coaching. But I will say this part too. Uh, you know how funny it is to, I talked about the tight ends and the running backs, talked about the wide receivers some, but the offensive line room at Georgia, even though we're in the NIL era and a lot of these guys, may leave or might not stay, it is probably the most talented that it's been since Kirby has gotten there, because we have the depth in our offensive line room is the kind of depth that you'd want for every position group. Our depth in our offensive line room and at linebacker is the kind of depth you'd want at every position. We've got guys who are redshirt sophomores, redshirt juniors, right? Been there 4 years, who would start anywhere else in our second string for Georgia. Now they'll play, they'll get drafted. I promise you that. We can make a bet right now. They'll get drafted. But it's nice knowing we have two freshmen who are now starting, or who started last year, and a possible third in Tyke Helton. Like, this is, it's been one of the most fun things for me as a fan to be able to live through this evolution of old school football to the kind of new school football with the Mike Leach and the air raid, and getting to see that as I was getting older. And when I finally got emerged into football, it was the end of the Mark Richt era. I probably spent 5 years in that era, just, we want to talk about it. But then we move into the Kirby Smart era and the build of it, and now we're here, and it is so exciting. Like, it's so much being added to college football. There's so many aspects. There's so many, like I just talked about, young guys who are going to be out there playing, not just competing for spots, but I feel like coaches, in a sense, this is your I don't want to call it a tryout, but this is your chance to prove to a young player, we are going to utilize you in the way that you need to be used. Like Isaac Nada, if you're a Georgia fan, Isaac Nada in the past was not utilized. In this day and age, in this era of college football, he would have been utilized. And I just feel like we did such a disservice to him. Anyways, I didn't want to go too long. Just wanted to get on here, bark a little bit. This will probably be the new way, that we do live streams. I don't really like doing them on TikTok, just because everybody on TikTok, every time somebody jumps in, it's like they be in the middle of a conversation. Be like, "Hey guys, today we're gonna be what's up, so and so? Oh, hey, we're gonna be talking. Oh, hey, what's up?" And it's like, I don't know. The TikTok live streams are not for me. I get easily irritated. I get overwhelmed quick. What's up, So? So just saying, So we're in here just talking football. This is how we're gonna be doing live streams from now on, big dog. And I'm gonna be coming at you guys with some content. We'll have some guests on here to come in and talk football. Some guys I'll ask questions. Some current college football players. We have some NAIA, some D2, and some possible D1 guys that we can bring on. I'm super excited, and so I think this is going to be the fun part for me is um, just being able to, uh, I guess dominate this era for me. We just talked about NIL era and all that for them, but I promise you, for me, this is going to be the time where we're about to dump a lot of time and investment into this, and a lot of research and work, and we're going to grow. We're almost at 2,000 on TikTok, YouTube. I'd like to grow it, but it's probably going to have to grow through TikTok. So yeah, So hope you're doing well, big dog. But yeah, I'm going to end it. We'll leave it at that. I'm going to go back to work. I work night shift. So yeah, hope you guys have a good night.